Om Sachidananda Parabrahma Paramatma Purushottama Shri Bhagavati Sameda Shri Bhagavate Namaha. May the one who is all, who is in all, in whom is all, bless us to be successful, happy, peaceful, and prosperous. Dear devotees, today I am going to discuss on a query raised by one of our devotees. The question that has been raised is, Guruji, I have been listening to the various lectures of yours highlighting the importance of Vedas. But I want to know how I can use it for my betterment in my life. Because I have not learnt Vedas, that is the Vedic verses, nor I have time to learn it, nor I have time to recite it. So, despite knowing the power of Vedas, I am not in a position to avail the benefit. So, can you guide me as to how I can be benefited to the full extent by the science of Vedas? So, this is a very important and valid question. We have a great diamond in our hand in the form of Vedas. But if you are like the Dhobi in the story, what I have mentioned once, maybe I will repeat it again. There was a washerman who by chance stumbled upon a diamond, but he did not know what it is. It was lying on the floor, it was very much shining, and it was very strong. So he took it in his hand and he did not know what to do. Suddenly, one day, he found it handy to wash the dirty clothes. He was using it like that. One day, a jeweler happened to see this guy using the diamond to wash the cloth. So he asked him, why are you doing like this? This person said, yeah, it is very handy. Then the jeweler said, that can you give it to me? The washerman said, of course I can, but you have to pay me the price. So he said, okay, I'll give you what you want. That washerman could not think anything beyond his donkey, so he asked for the price of the donkey. The jeweler gave it and went away. And the jeweler made millions of rupees with that. So, like this, we have a diamond of Vedas in our hands. But if we don't know what it is and how to use, we are not going to be benefited. So, therefore, this devotee's question is very important. Dear devotee, there is no need to worry. Just because you are not in a position to learn the verses of Vedas or not in a position to recite Vedas, you are not going to lose the benefit of the Vedic treasure. There are several ways our rishis have given as a solution for this problem, because they knew that in the years to come, particularly in Kali Yuga, where the people will be having a very fast life, this problem will be encountered. So, I'll tell you the method as to how you can be fully benefited out of this treasure house of Vedas. But before that, let me give you an intro to what is Veda, because then only it will be possible to appreciate how it can be used for our day-to-day life What is Veda? Veda is the declaration of the universal laws by the Parabrahman. Universal law means how this universe is created, sustained, and annihilated, how this universe functions. Every unit of the universe functions from dust to the star, from insect to human, gods to ghosts. Everything is functioning according to the rule. Every energy, every power is operating according to this. If the planets are not clashing with each other, if the light energy is constant, the gravitational pull is working, if all the forces of nature is acting according to a particular rhythm, all these are due to the rita or the rules. If the tree is growing up, if the fire is rising up, if the water is flowing down, if the mother earth is fertile, all these things are due to the universal rules. Veda contains and declares these rules. To appreciate it from today's point of view, it may look a bit uh, confounding. So we have to travel back in time. Let us go back to the time before creation. Before creation of the universe, the Parabrahman, the Supreme Spirit, the ultimate reality, was the only principle existing. He was all alone. Now, when he wanted to create the universe, naturally there has to be rules. Without rules, the universe cannot be created. Nothing can be created. For creating anything, you need rules. Whether you want to construct a building, whether you want to set up a project, there needs to be a set of ground rules. Without that, nothing is going to be possible. Therefore, for creating such a gigantic universe, there has to be rules. So, when the Parabrahman desired to create the universe, there first arose a vibration. From that vibration arose the divine will. From the divine will arose the divine intellect. From the divine intellect arose the divine mind. So, from this divine will, divine intellect, and divine mind, a set of vibrations arose as the basic rules for creating the universe. These vibrations are the foundational frequencies. As scientist Tesla told, if you want to understand the God, you have to learn it in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So when the Parabrahman, who is the combo of consciousness and energy, that is energized consciousness or conscious energy, desired to create the universe, that vibration was the first point. That vibration in various permutation and combinations is the basic material for the entire universe. He did not have a material source to start with. He had only his intellect, his will, his mind. And from that vibration alone, everything arose. That vibration in various combinations resulted in various materials. But if they have to combine and form this universe, there has to be a set of rules. They have to operate in certain formula. Therefore, this entire universe is controlled by the God's vibration, which is the formula. The science says today that there are 124 parameters which are fine tuned for this universe. If they are not fine tuned, none of us will be living here. I have told this subject in another topic also, lecture also. Science says if the force of gravity was a little lesser, all of us would have dashed against the earth. If it was little higher, it would have been different. If we are closer to little bit, the earth is closer to the sun, we would have been burnt. Little farther, we would have been frozen. Like this, there are 124 parameters. So the God, the Parabrahman, had to create the rules that these parameters are fine tuned. These rules called Rita covers the entire gamut of all the sciences, whether it is physics, chemistry, biology, atomic science, astronomy, whatever you may think of, psychology, it covers the entire gamut. Everything the universe is operating according to a set of rules as envisioned by the Supreme Spirit, the Parabrahman. And these rules were incorporated through his vibrations. These vibrations are still ruling the universe. As the science says, they are still able to notice the background noise at the time of the Big Bang as well as the background light. There is a background vibration going on. This background vibration is what is maintaining and creating and taking care of the entire universe. The same vibration is what is taking care of you and me. I have covered in another lecture on vibration is the fundamental force. These vibrations are algebraically encoded in the Vedas. When the Vedic rishis were really praying to God to understand the truth of creation, it was revealed to them. This formula was revealed to them, and that is why it is called Drishti. And that is what was incorporated or declared as Vedas. So, Vedas are the universal rules codified and declared, as heard intuitively from the God. Vedas talk only of the energies and forces. We are naming it as God or gods, but they are only energies and forces. So every energy or every force has a different set of combination of these vibrations. So a set of vibrations will result in emanation of a particular energy. That is why we have mantras for every force or every energy. So when we recite Veda, what happens is these Vedic verses result in emanation of that energy in that place. It actually creates, manifests. It is just like lighting a lamp. As you light a lamp, the whole area becomes bright. Like that, when you recite a Vedic verse, that energy is manifesting there, whether it is fire energy or water energy or divine energy or your intellect energy or any energy. That energy, when it is created, it can be harnessed for the benefit of the person who is reciting it, for the person who is hearing it, or for the person who is promoting it. That is available to all the three. You may say that we can understand that a person reciting it can use the energy, or even the person who is hearing it can use the energy. How is that a person who is promoting the Vedic recitation can draw that benefit? It is very simple. A person working in US transfers money to his father, wire transfer, who is in India. The money instantly comes because his intention is to transfer the money to his father from US to India. The money comes. Similarly, when the Vedic Pandit makes a sankalpa that this is done for the benefit of this particular person, that energy is transferred. This is in science called quantum transfer. In science, they have accepted today that it is possible to transfer the energy through the quantum field. It is a quantum transfer. So, when Vedas are recited, three people can be benefited. Now, the other way of getting this benefit of Veda, those who are not able to learn and recite. Learning and reciting is a very big process because it will involve at least 7 years of full time, and also uh, one has to commit his life for that. That is not meant for all because all of us have different areas of function and life. But all of us can get benefit of Veda in another easy form, that is to understand the meaning and science of Vedas. The Vedas are written in a language that was in use at that time. It is also written in an algebraic way. The meaning is very coded, secretly coded. But if we can learn the science of Vedas, decoding it through a guru, then it is as good as learning Vedas. Because once you learn the science of Vedas, your life is totally different. Because you are fine tuning yourself with the thought of the God, with the declaration of the God. Therefore, there are two ways a common man can draw the Vedic energy into his life and get benefited. One is to participate or promote in Veda Parayanam. Second is to learn the science of Vedas. In the olden days, the Veda Parayanam was being conducted on a daily basis. Then it was on a monthly basis. Then it was converted into at least an annual basis, plus during temple Kumbhabhishekams and on temple festivals. But our elders suggested that at least on one day in a year, we should dedicate for Veda Parayanam. They declared the Guru Purnima day for that, which is celebrated as the Vyasa Puja day. Because Vyasa is the compiler of the Vedas. So, one way to draw the benefit of the Vedic mantras is to participate in the Veda Parayanam. Second is to learn the science of Vedas decoded and understand in full what the Vedas says and means. Actually, understanding the science of Vedas is the best thing for Kali Yuga because reciting, learning and reciting the Vedic verses is not possible for everybody. And also, just by reciting the verses without understanding the meaning may not also be okay because one has to understand the science behind it. We in Sangya school offer three things. One is we offer a course of teaching the Vedic verses along with its full meaning to the students, but it is a 10-year course, residential course that may not be suitable for all. We offer a Science of Vedas course which is open to all. It is a 2-year course. The complete science is of Veda is decodified and given to you so that you can understand the entire science that will change your life once and for all. Third way we are helping our devotees is to participate in the Veda Parayanam. We do Veda Parayanam during every Paurnima day, and during Guru Purnima day we do it in a massive scale. By participating in this Guru Purnima Veda Parayanam, one can get immensely benefited. Here it must be understood one point that a person has to learn or listen or participate in Veda Parayanam because otherwise he is missing something very great, like that Dhobi's story. Vedas and Veda mantras have been declared as the ideal remedy for all ills of us, starting from good health to wealth to fame to peace of mind to good children to overcoming enmity, health, good family life, longevity, success in profession or job or business, accumulation of wealth. For everything, Vedas are the solution because the Vedic energies, the deities, are controlling the whole universe, including the Navagrahas. Now, if you don't avail this, we don't use this God created energies, we'll be missing out. We are fools. In fact, it is a mistake bordering on a sin because not respecting Veda is like not respecting the parents or the Kuladevada. Because the parents and Kuladevada are all far after the Vedas. So every person has to learn the science of Vedas and has to in some way participate at least once in a year in Veda Parayanam. Therefore, as an answer to the question raised by the devotee, I have to tell there is no need to worry that if you are not able to learn the Vedic verses, but by the easy way of participating in the Veda Parayanam, and more than that, by learning the science of Vedas, you can get fully benefited out of the energies of the Vedas. Om Rishabharuda Parabrahmane Namaha.